It's the final review of my room, so in my dorm. So I figured let's go with the fucking bang, boys. Brad Keselowski's 2010, although kind of 2009, number 12 Penske Dodge from the Nascar Cup Series. And I think it might be a COT. I'm gonna actually check with the OBP server first. It looks like a COT, but it kind of also doesn't. But we'll get that checked first. If it is, this is just a W of a diecast. I mean, come on. I didn't even know the thing was made till about a day ago. Here's the car. First off, this light makes it, you know. Oh, that looks bad though. I don't know. Can I like limit the lighting I have here? Oh no, can't do that. It almost looks yellow, which is kind of annoying, but it's truly white. Just trust me. The only reason it kind of looks yellow, I think, on the camera is because it's actually a metallic finish diecast, and it's gonna be impossible to see. There you go. Look at that right there. Metallic finish. It kind of, I think, screws up with the lighting a bit, and it's shining in a way I don't want it to shine. Really, truly. This diecast is already shining enough as is. It is absolutely incredible, though. This was the first Brad Keselowski 164 Cup car that was made. Theoretically, was his rookie season. He does not have rookie stripes on this car, though, which doesn't make much sense. I don't understand how the Rookie of the Year situation worked back in 2009, 2010. I was 3 or 4 years old, so I don't think I could remember that, really. I barely remember stuff from last week. But still, absolutely a beautiful diecast, and I love that my camera's not focusing today. Of all days, you picked today. Perfect. All right, on the front end, you have... Let me try this. Let's try something new here. Penske Mobile One Charger, sorry. This is a Challenger. No, is that a Challenger? No, that's a Charger. Okay, yes, good. Charger, Dodge, Focus, camera. Maybe I should get like one of those fancy cameras. Dodge, Sunoco, Goodyear, a very faded NASCAR Sprint Cup Series logo. I think I maybe know why. I saw a Diecast Buffet video once or twice. The Pole Award, interesting. I don't know when the Coors Light Pole Award became a thing. Probably not in 2010. But it'd be interesting to see if they had like Coors Light Pole Award back then. They just couldn't put it on there because it was an alcohol sponsor. But they could on the Keselowski because those were alcohol sponsored cars, like in 2012 and such. Anyways, a couple more contingencies. Gamo 1, Mall, Lincoln Welders, Mog, and K&N. Number 12, Discount Tire, Avis. Avis? It's probably Avis, but it's probably pronounced Avis. But Avis is an old Formula One racetrack. That went well. Penske, Dodge, Brad Keselowski, PPG, Bosch, Snap-on, Mazda, maybe Dodge? I don't know. Those are like... The decaling isn't the best for these really small sponsors. It kind of looks like the green light car sometimes. NASCAR race car, number 12. Yeah, it looks really yellow there, but again, it is, for my eyes, it is completely white. Trust me, bro. It is COT. Look at that. That looks so nice. There's a fuel inlet. Penske, Dodge. It's something really small there. I'm probably not going to be able to read GoPenske.com. Okay. You had all that space, and you made it nice and small. Thank you so much. Nothing on the deck lid, which is kind of interesting. And the number 12. So let's get this focus going again. Straight up, I'm pretty sure this was supposed to be a Verizon car, because Verizon, I think, sponsored the year after that. Well, probably not the year after. It was definitely not the year after that, because Sprint was still a sponsor. It was before, I think, when Nextel was in. I don't think they had the same issues with competing brands as Sprint did. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Either way, beautiful car. This is actually basically a 2009 release. In 2010, Keselowski didn't actually run this car at all. It was announced he was going to run this car. He never actually did. He ran a bunch of other cars. He ran a Dodge car. I think he also ran just a straight up Penske car, perhaps. But I don't think it looked like that exactly. They kind of did a multitude of sponsors throughout the season, probably because Verizon didn't really like the money situation, not having their logo on the car, even though the car actually kind of looks like a Verizon car when you think about it. It does look like an old 2010 Verizon car before Will Power came along and made it all silver. But I think this is one of my first COTs still. Like, I don't have that many COTs in my collection, and I hate that. but whatever. So let's just talk about the detail, because before, excuse me, it was during 2010, or maybe it was 2011, our great friends Lionel Racing existed. You want proof? Here's the bottom of the 2010 box. You have RCCA, you have Dodge, whatever, Action Racing, right? Hold up, I might be wrong about that. I just saw an A and I assumed Action. I think it is. It says Authentics. Motorsports Authentics. I think that's what Action is, actually. It could be wrong, but the Action logo is in the back of it. And then, if we go to the this is 2010, just remember that. If we go to the 2012 box, there's that horrific logo we all hate to see now. Probably shouldn't throw that because that is actually an expensive car, but I meant to throw it because it's lying now. Anyways, so we actually had a lot of detail back then. Straight up, first detail when I first noticed this car was this front end. It is very, very detailed. The grill is all like actually pushed in everything to fit the mold, and then they've placed the decals perfectly on this diecast. Like look all around the splitter. Look how tight that is. That is a job well done, and it doesn't even have a paint chip after being in a box for probably 15 years, because I just took it out of the box for the first time, because that box was never opened, and I could tell because I had to open up from the backside. That sounds weird. And then on the rear wing, all the little details there holding up the CO2 wing. Again, great decal placement there, no flaws or anything. Maybe an issue, not even an issue, they just didn't do the decal on the bottom of the wing. That's pretty understandable, because it's kind of a weird mix of colors at that point. The white's there, the red's there, and the black is all there at the same time. And there's the bottom. Actually, does that say Action? It does say Action. I don't think I've ever had a car that says that, actually, except for maybe like the 08 Junior or something, because it was always said Lionel. The little things you find in these reviews, I tell ya. Diecast Registry has this thing, and this thing has it out for only $28. Kind of surprising. But at the same time, like this same year, we got the Sam Horns Jr. car, and that thing is absolutely ridiculously rare. I think it's a AAA car, right? Also, I'm pretty sure, like, whoever ran, was it David Stremme? Who ran the 77 back in, like, 2011, 2012, 2010? Because I think that guys got made, and I've been trying to find it for a long time now. It's probably been a couple years. Anyways, it's beautiful, man. I'm so glad I got this. $10. What a steal. For some of these diecasts, okay, maybe like the 2015s are a bit iffy for $10, but for the rest of these, oh my god, like, this should absolutely been like $25, and I probably still would have picked it up, honestly. I just wouldn't have picked up the rest. The chassis seems a little bit pushed more to the right of the actual car itself. Just feeling it off of my hands here, it feels like I can. There's more of an it's pushed in more into this side. I don't think that really affects anything though. It still drives and looks straight, so that is good. I don't know why. I thought the Dodges were a lot more pointy or like straight on the front, kind of like the Fords were or are right now. Probably I'm wrong about that, but I don't. I've seen that Brad Keselowski car. I mean, I saw it win a championship when I was 6. I just remember it being a lot more flat. I don't know. It could have been just like a mold. We'll see when I open up this Keselowski car over here, if that is the case. But it does look like, I guess it might not be the same mold because this is a COT car and that's your standard Gen 5 car. But we'll see. We got time to wait for that. But nothing really else to say about this car. It's absolutely wonderful. If you ever have the chance to pick this up, under $50, I would absolutely recommend you do. I don't know if the value will go up or down when Keselowski retires. It'll probably go down, so maybe you're best to wait off till then. I don't know. What do I know? Anyways, that's it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And, well, Dorm, it's been fun. Not really. It's really small in here. I'm so glad I'm going back into a house.